Are you tired of constantly dying? Are you tired of being the laughingstock of the lobby? Well, you guys are in luck because today I'm going to be showing you the best Thor build you can do for Marvel Rivals Zombies. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's get straight into this video. Alright, so for Thor, you're going to want to go in the all blue tree. So we'll just go ahead and knock this out real quick. Alright, we have our blue tree fully maxed out. And now we're going to go up here to his abilities. For his Mjolnir Bash, you're going to want to change it to Chain Bolt. For his Lightning Realm, you're going to want to change it to Concussion Cell. You could also use Bastion Dome, but I think this one is a little better to get out of sticky situations. And for his ultimate, this is the most important ability, you're going to want to use Thunderclap Surge. Once you've got all of his ability picks, you are ready to go in Nightmare 4. Or any other Nightmare. This build is great for all of them. Alright, before we start, I just want to say go check out some of my other videos. I'm making a video on the new game, Dispatch. The game is fire, so check that out. And you can go check out my other Marvel Rivals zombie builds. So, yeah, that all said, let's get straight into the video. This Thor build is more of a late game build, but it's great all around. Now we are going to divide his cards into 3 categories. 1, never buy or low priority. So any card in here, you're going to want to like never buy. 2, medium priority. These are cards that you buy occasionally and eventually you might stop buying them or you only buy a few of them. And then number 3, always buy or high priority. These are cards you are always going to want to buy when they come in the shop or if you think you really need it. I mean, you can skip it a few times, but you're going to always want to buy them almost. Alright, for the first card we have in never buy, we are going to put every single red card. Yeah, you heard me right. For this example, we're just going to put up Ion Shield up for you guys, but you are going to never want to buy a red card. And when I say never, I'm talking not a single one. The only one you might buy a single time is Storm Chaser, and just because, like, if you get in a sticky situation, but even then, you don't get a much chance to use it, so, yeah. All red cards you're going to want to never buy. Alright, up second, we are going to have Primordial Frost. Now this has a low chance to freeze enemies for like half a second and do some damage. You are going to never want this for this build. It's not going to help you out at all, and you're just going to be wasting your moon points. Up next, we are going to have Restorative Respire. Now you get health while you're out of combat, and this card is just straight buns. I mean, you are going to never be out of combat, especially in anything above Nightmare. So you're going to want to like almost never want that. And the last and final card, we are going to be putting Zeus's Thunder in here. Now you can get this if you feel it's worthy, but honestly, I never feel much of an effect when I buy this, so I would suggest never buying this at all. Alright, now we're going to dig into medium priority cards, so stuff you buy occasionally or stuff you buy and then stop buying, etc. Alright, first up, we are going to have Awakening Rune Duration. Now this is pretty good to invest in early on, stages 1 through 5. But once you get above 200 seconds, like 300 seconds, you're going to want to stop investing in it. So invest in this up until about wave 5 or 10. Alright, the second card we have in medium priority is Mjolnir Bash Projectile Size. So this is going to increase the blue lightning bolts you send at enemies, and you're just going to want to get this a decent amount of times, but you aren't going to buy it every single time you see it. And probably around wave 10, maybe 15, I'd stop buying it. Alright, last but not least, we are going to be putting Rune Recycle. You guys are probably wondering like, oh, that is required for the build. Yes, it is, but you're only going to buy it a few times, like twice, if it even lets you. I think it does. But eventually, once you buy it, each time you come out of Rune, you're going to instantly get it back, so you're not going to want to invest in that anymore. Alright, last but not least, the most important ones, we are going to have high priority cards. Now these are the cards you are always going to want to buy. The first card we are going to put in here is Endstorm. Now the reason why you want to always buy this card is because this is what makes the whole build. You are going to be constantly holding right click, or I think like LT on Xbox, like the aiming button. So you are going to need this for the build. It's absolutely required. It only lets you buy it once, but you should look for it between waves 1 through 5 if you don't have it yet. Alright, the second one we have is going to be Cranium Crusher. This is so you can get headshots during your Rune Awakening. And this is a really good card. You're going to want to keep stacking it because the more and more you buy it, the more the multiplier is when you hit a headshot. This is a crazy card and you're going to want to always buy it, just about. Alright, the next one we have is Mjolnir Bash. I meant All-Father's Might, guys. So this is going to increase the Mjolnir's bash damage in your rune and normal state. So this is your right click, and this is what you're going to be using primarily to attack. So you're going to want to invest in that a good amount. Alright, now we have Power Surge. This is going to be a card you're going to want to buy almost every single time it comes in the shop. The one Moon Power card isn't as much worth it, but you can get it every so often. But Power Surge is very vital to this build, and just invest in that a lot. Alright, now we have Vitality Boost. We are going to be aiming for about 8 to 9k health with Thor, and a lot of you think you need above 10k, but I'll explain why you don't. Just stick with me. Alright, next we have Vampiric Vitality. This is going to convert some of the damage you do into self-healing. You're going to want to buy this every time it comes in the shop because you're not going to get it all that much. It's pretty rare and it's very crucial for Thor. Alright, last but not least, we are going to be putting Moonlight Protection in this category. Honestly, if you don't want to, you don't have to invest in this that much up until about wave 10. But once you get to wave 10, you're going to want to get about 6k HP. Wave 15, you're going to want about 8k at least. And then you're going to be investing in this, so you're going to survive boss attacks. This is way more important than a vitality boost because this stacks way better. And you are going to want to invest in this every time you see it in the shop almost. Especially after wave 10, guys. If you want to, you can sort of be a glass cannon to wave 10. Alright, now these are going to be all the cards you're going to want to run on Thor. You can run Nightmare with people or by yourself and solo it quite easily. Now this build will carry everybody, so make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let me know what you guys think about the build in the comments below. And I will see you guys next time.